All right. So we're diving into something super interesting today, something a lot of people wonder about.
Yeah.
The connection between mental and physical health.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We often kind of treat these as like separate things, right?
Right.
Like you go to the doctor for a physical, you go see a therapist if you're stressed. But today we're going to explore how intertwined they really are.
For sure.
And we're going to do a deep dive into this text. It's actually called The Connection Between Mental and Physical Health.
Okay.
So pretty on the nose.
Straightforward.
Yeah. And we're going to uncover, hopefully, some fascinating insights, maybe things you haven't thought about before.
Yeah, I think it's interesting how often this link is overlooked, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, stress gives you a headache. It's
right.
There's like this dynamic interplay between your mind and your body.
Totally. And the text really emphasizes that it's a two-way street.
For sure.
Like mental health affects physical health and vice versa. It even uses the term bidirectional to describe this relationship.
Oh, okay.
So can you elaborate on that a bit?
Absolutely, yeah. So bidirectional basically means that the influence, it flows both ways.
Okay.
So like, for example, the text actually cites a study finding that 75% of people who are dealing with chronic stress experience physical symptoms.
Wow.
Like headaches or digestive issues.
Yeah.
But it's not just about like negative emotions, you know, like positive mental states, like if you are an optimist or you're very resilient.
Mm-hmm.
Those can actually boost your body's ability to heal and recover.
That makes you think twice about just like the power of mindset.
Yeah, totally.
So what about some of the less obvious ways this connection shows up?
Sure.
Because the source mentions examples beyond the typical like stress headache thing.
Right. So, for example, it talks about chronic stress and the impact that it has on the immune system.
Okay.
So like if you're stressed out all the time, it can actually weaken your immune response, making you more susceptible to getting sick.
Oh, wow.
It's like your body's defenses are compromised when your mind is constantly on high alert.
So it's not just like you're feeling blah. It's actually like influencing your physical resilience to things.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that's huge. What really stood out to you as you were going through the research?
Well, one of the things that was really fascinating to me was this whole area of psychoneuroimmunology.
Say that 5 times fast.
I know, right?
Psychoneuroimmunology. You win.
But it's often shortened to P&I.
Okay.
And basically what it is it's a field that studies these intricate connections between your psychological processes, your nervous system, and your immune system.
So it's really like bringing it all together.
It is. And one of the things that P&I research highlights is how even simple things like social interaction can have a huge impact on our physical well-being.
Okay. That's where it gets really interesting to me. Because it's like our social lives are literally impacting our physical health, not just our mental health.
Exactly, yeah.
So like, how so?
So the text points out that people who have a lot of social connections tend to recover from illness faster.
Oh, interesting.
It's like that sense of belonging and support that they have actually contributes to physical healing.
Wow.
So it really emphasizes that mind-body connection. It's like fostering positive relationships might be just as important as diet and exercise for your overall health.
So how can people listening apply this knowledge?
Yeah.
Are there actionable takeaways from what we've been talking about?
Absolutely. So one of the things that the text suggests is engaging in even just a few minutes of daily mindfulness practice.
Okay.
And that can help manage stress and just help you think more clearly.
Yeah.
And one specific practice it highlights is loving kindness meditation.
Okay, I've heard of mindfulness and meditation, but loving kindness meditation is new to me.
Yeah, it's about cultivating feelings of compassion and goodwill.
Oh, interesting.
Towards yourself and others.
So again, it sounds like it has the potential to impact both mental and physical health.
It does.
Can you tell me more about that and how it works?
Yeah, so basically loving kindness meditation involves like really focusing on sending positive intentions and kind thoughts to yourself and others. And research suggests that doing this can actually reduce stress hormones.
Wow.
Lower blood pressure, and even boost your immune system.
It's almost like you're training your mind to cultivate positive emotions.
Right.
Which then has this ripple effect on your physical state.
Exactly.
That's incredible. That seems like such a small practice, but with potentially huge benefits. So if we connect this to like the bigger picture, it sounds like taking care of our mental health isn't just about feeling happier.
Right.
It's actually an investment in our overall well-being.
It is, yeah. And the text actually talks about how it's not just about finding a balance between mental and physical health. It's about really understanding that they're interconnected.
Yeah.
And it uses this metaphor of a mind-body ecosystem.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, to really emphasize that both aspects are just so deeply intertwined.
It's not about choosing one over the other. It's about nurturing both.
Exactly.
So to kind of wrap up this deep dive today, the key takeaway is that mental and physical health, they're not separate entities.
No.
They're intertwined, and they impact each other in really powerful and sometimes surprising ways.
Yeah, and I think that brings us to a really interesting question for everyone listening.
Okay.
You know, knowing this profound connection between mental and physical health, what one small change will you make this week to nurture both your mental and physical well-being?
Yeah.
Maybe it's exploring that loving kindness meditation,
Yeah.
reaching out to a friend, or even just taking a few minutes each day to really appreciate the good things in your life.
Yeah, I love that.
The choice is yours.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive today.
My pleasure.
And for everyone listening, we'll catch you on the next one.
See ya!